ARP has his foot on the necks of not just the URL, bruh, but battle rap as a whole right now. ARP, I don't know what's gotten into you, but I like it. Let's talk about it. Wow. ARP, man. I made a blog already. And I showed you a lot of love, man. I told you, man, that I really respect what you're doing. As far as you putting in the effort, bro, and you going that extra mile to try and lock in exciting battles, bro. Battles that the culture and the battle rap community want to see, bro. I respect and I commend the effort behind what you do, because it seems like you have a firm understanding, ARP, of the temperature in battle rap. You have a very firm understanding of the fact that we don't want just any old battles put together. We don't care for battles that don't make sense, bro, that are not exciting. We don't care for it. We don't care for the politics. We don't care for none of that. ARP, you have a firm understanding of this, so I respect and I commend what you're doing, bro. The return of Young Ill. The return of Young Ill. If it was going to happen on any platform, it was going to be RBE, bro. If it was going to happen on any platform, it was going to be on RBE. And it's so funny because I made a joke of this one day and said something about mentioning Young Ill and him popping up. It was a previous blog, and it was a random thought. Never did I even have a hint or a clue that Young Ill was going to be appearing again in battle rap at all. Didn't even have a clue. I just randomly made that comment, so it's extremely ironic that that happened and is happening. A lot of excitement on this card so far, bro. Hitman versus Ill Will. Averb versus A Ward. Averb, I don't know what makes you think, bro, that A Ward is not ready for the limelights, bro. Do you remember his battle versus Vixen the Assassin, bro? Do you remember how he rocked that New York crowd, bro? Do you not recall? Because what do you do when a Crown Vic is behind you, bro? He sat down on the stage comfortable like it was his home. You trying to say that he's not ready for the limelight, bro? Averb, you better be afraid, bro. You better be very afraid of what A Ward is about to do and say to you, bro. Be afraid, bro. Don't underestimate your opponent. Don't sleep on A Ward, bro. Don't come with them nonsensical race angles. Either way, I'm getting off topic, bro. ARP, I commend what you're doing, my man. There's one thing, right? One very important thing that I wanted to talk about in this blog, right? And this is to ARP. I recently heard and came across a Swamp situation where Swamp was supposedly looking to try to get on a max out card and blase, something like that, bro. ARP, do not trust anybody that comes from under that URL umbrella, bro. We recently recall Swamp, right, dropping from a card, the Trenches, Easy to Block Captain's card, bro. And Swamp didn't even get signed to a contract or anything like that. Apparently, according to himself and Averb, he's a free agent. He's not under contract. So Swamp did that and dropped out and backed out of the Trenches card for who knows what exactly. As of right now, the perception is for nothing. Like he did it for nothing, right? So how do we think it'll go if Swamp is booked on a literal competitor league? Literally, like a literal competitor. The Trenches is not even really a competitor league. It was a come-up startup league that was started by Easy the Block Captain and Remy Ma in the background, you know what I'm saying? But either way, so imagine if somebody like Swamp, who's becoming a rising star in the URL and has a lot to gain and negotiate if he does get some kind of matchup or offer from RBE, imagine how that would go, bro. If he backs out of the trenches card for next to nothing, mind you, he didn't get signed to a contract or anything. He's a free agent currently, and we didn't see Swamp do any big battles yet or anything like that, so we don't know what the lucrative offer might have been for Swamp. But the fact that he backed out of that card for nothing is what it looks like as of right now, tells me that if Swamp were booked on an RBE card, URL would absolutely come in, bro, and swoop Swamp from under the RBE, bro, the RBE card, bro, and try and sabotage the situation. If not, Swamp is realizing and is smart enough to understand that he can use being booked on RBE as a negotiation tactic for URL to get a better opportunity on URL, to get a bigger bag on URL. RBE, that's the biggest chip. That's the biggest poker chip you can use right there. That's the most expensive poker chip you can use and throw on the table, bro, and use to negotiate. The biggest piece of leverage you can have is to be booked on RBE, bro. Honestly, sometimes I think, yo, I hope Averb doesn't try and do anything. The Averb's battled on RBE before, so I don't believe he will, but he also works for URL. So I mean, if URL were to offer Averb, somebody as big and as important as Averb, a bigger, more lucrative offer, who knows? And it wouldn't even be Averb's fault at that point. It'd be like, because it would have to be an offer like 6 digits or more, because Averb is going to be like, oh, I would need this or this much money in order to even think about trying to not do this battle because of whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I'm sure things like that are covered in the contract reason. So I don't think, but the Swamp situation, bro. Swamp, yo, he backed out of the trenches card, bro. And from what we see, it was for no reason. It was for not a bigger opportunity. Who knows? Maybe he got a bag, but it's not like we know that. We're not counting any pockets over here. We don't know that. It looks like for nothing, though. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what Swamp would do, bro, if he were booked to battle on RBE, bro. URL might throw him an even bigger bag. Be like, nah, chill. You can't, don't do this. So I just wanted to throw that out there, man. I had that thought. ARP, man, salute to you, bro, for bringing, you know what I'm saying, heat to the culture. I also heard some rumors of Shoutout versus Briz Rothstein. I don't know if Shoutout was trolling on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, when he posted that, because I don't think Shoutout would disrespect ARP and just put out some huge news like that. I don't think that would happen that way. So I think Shoutout might be capping, you know what I'm saying? But who knows? Maybe he's not. I've been hearing a lot from Briz Rothstein lately, you know what I mean? Briz Rothstein said he also spoke to Beasley, so I don't know if his return will be on Summer Madness or on Max Out. Who knows? Who knows? But I heard Briz Rothstein might be in this mix, man. Let me know what y'all think of this, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Dro coming at you live and direct from the battle.